Trying to get a lot of dough. Anything is possible. Turn me up in the headphone. Yeah. Trying to get a lot of dough and dirt through all the obstacles, cause anything is possible. Yeah. Oh man, I got a lot of goals. Stack that bread and vomit nose. Anything is possible. Yeah. Trying to get a lot of dough and dirt through all the obstacles, cause anything is possible. Hey. Oh man, I got a lot of goals. Stack that bread and vomit nose. Anything is possible. Hey. I grind to get a lot of dough and dirt through all the obstacles, cause anything is possible. Yeah. Oh man, I got a lot of goals. Stack that bread and vomit nose. Anything is possible. Yeah, all I know is get paper. All I do is shit major. Bought a condo on the top floor and the building's a skyscraper. Feeling like I'm Kobe, LeBron for the Lakers. Feeling like I'm Idris, Paul Walker, Taker. New Rollie, no diamonds in it. New Porsche, all dimes in it. I'm infatuated with fine women. Corona extra with the lime in it. Just a taste of Henny. Used to be a penny pincher. Now I'm in plenty business. Grind hard, nigga, on guard.
Grind hard, nigga, on guard.
Yeah. We grind to get a lot of dough and dirt through all the obstacles, cause anything is possible. Oh man, I got a lot of goals. Stack that bread and vomit nose. Anything is possible. Hey. I grind to get a lot of dough and dirt through all the obstacles, cause anything is possible. Yeah. Oh man, I got a lot of goals. Stack that bread and vomit nose. Anything is possible. I lean with it, I rock with it. Locks under my socks fitted. Tahoe with the black tint. Houston girl, heavy accent, but my whole swag is magic. High five, fantastic. Make the money stretch like elastic. Making moves that you couldn't imagine. Eating, still watching my calories. Just to pull in that big boy salary. It's just the way that it has to be. I'm a bad boy, Mike Lowry. While I'm sipping this Henny, and all of my niggas is with me. Yeah, grind hard, nigga, on guard.
Grind hard.
Grind to get a lot of dough and dirt through all the obstacles, cause anything is possible. Hey. Oh man, I got a lot of goals. Stack that bread and vomit nose. Anything is possible. Hey. I grind to get a lot of dough and dirt through all the obstacles, cause anything is possible. Yeah. Oh man, I got a lot of goals. Stack that bread and vomit nose. Anything is possible.
Oh shit. Yeah.
Hey.
What's up, man?
Another day in paradise, you know.
Everybody doing?
I know, man. It was looked like a good weekend, y'all. We had a looked like a good time this past weekend, man. Weather was pretty. I know the weather up here was gorgeous.
Yeah.
For the most part, man. So what y'all get into, man?
Working on the trucks, man.
Working on truck. Getting this thing all a little bit farther along, you know. Got the suspension all hung in there.
That's right.
First and foremost, though, my son coming in the world Tuesday on Sunday.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's where I was going next. Yep.
Yes, sir. He made it. Cheyenne's in good health. Little man's in good health. You know.
Yeah, man. Kiss my ass, Chandler. I know. I told Heather, man, as soon as I sat down, I was like, man, damn, I should have shaved, man. I didn't get it, man. It's all good.
It ain't too bad. It ain't too bad.
Just got off graveyards, man. Kiss my ass. Yeah, how about that? Anyway, so that's awesome, man. Yeah, that's where I was going next, dude. So healthy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
6 pounds, 11 ounces, 20 inches long. You know.
All 10 fingers you take?
Yeah, 10 fingers, 10 toes. You know. Everything's supposed to have. Good to go.
Good. Cheyenne's doing good.
Yeah, Cheyenne's doing good. She's up and going. You know, you can't keep her still. You know.
Yeah.
Up and going. She was held in the hospital room. She was trying to get up and walk around in there and pick up trash and shit. I'm like, girl, if you don't lay your ass down and chill. But everything went smooth and good. You know, the doctors were great. The nurses and everybody was great there. You know.
So you watched it, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So explain to me, man, because I'm not, I'm not Carter's real dad. So I've never experience this. Since we're doing this live thing, man, how was it, man? Explain to me how was it visually to see like.
All right, a wet Saint Bernard coming through a cat door.
Nice. All right, cool. So I just had to YouTube that, and I got it. Yeah, all right, cool.
You know, no, it really isn't that bad though. You know, it is definitely interesting when the little guy's head comes out, like you can see it like open into its shape, like the skull kind of like a team. I don't know if it's just my eyes, but that's what it looked like to me. It like kind of looked like it popped up like in form once it come on out there. But it was sweet. Awesome. Definitely nothing like what you see in movies, TV, and all that shit. You know, this is my first child actually seeing. You know, because Colton, you know, he is my son, but that isn't my body. You know, same. So, yeah.
And that's what I mean, man. Yeah, you know what I mean? Because I know that's the first time you got a chance to really see. You know what I mean?
Yeah, to be in that part. You know, like I come into Colton's life when he was only 3, so you know, I wasn't far behind it, but.
Oh yeah, that's how I feel, Carter, man.
Yeah, Ace Ventura. Exactly. You know the rhino scene? You know the rhino scene in Ace Ventura?
Yeah, pretty accurate.
The closest to fiction, for real. When he's trying to slide his tail on out through there, man. That's it.
I haven't seen that movie in years, man. I'll check it out.
Yeah, but yeah, all jokes aside, it was good though. It was nowhere near as bad as a lot of people try to portray it. Like maybe they had a bad experience. I don't know. But
I'm sure there are. I'm sure people do have, you know, rougher experience. It was just you blessed to have a good experience. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like I said, you know, we had all good hands, doctors, nurses, and it actually worked out to where one of the nurses went to school with Cheyenne, and one of the nurses grew up right down the street. I went to school with her brother and sister. Mm-hmm. So you know, it's kind of neat being cared for by locals too. You know, it makes you. Gave it that little extra care feel, so to say.
That's right.
Yeah.
Well, good. I'm glad. We're glad. I know Cheyenne's happy. Get that thing out. She can get back to hustling around. We had a great weekend at this team race, man. I can't thank everybody enough for coming out and you know, it's registering for the classes and running the trucks. I know I heard a lot of guys say that it was some of the biggest racetrack they've ever seen, which is encouraging to me, man, because I was telling everybody, you know, the blueprints for the track we plan on building in Virginia is based off of this size. So, and honestly, we're probably going to try to get everything we can from Tony and them as far as what they got going down there, because I do believe it is such a fantastic racing complex.
Good setup. Absolutely.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
I can't think Cynthia Hare. Going live and going through all them devices. You know, we were tuned in, like we were wrenching. We were in here wrenching. I was back and forth.
I'd be hollering over and like, "Hey man, he's coming up!"
Yeah,
come over here.
One of them go back over there, do a little bit of welding. He'd be like, "All right, one's coming through the line." I come on back over here to the thing. So it made for an awesome Saturday night for us guys who weren't able to get down there and, you know, needed to get stuff done and still wanted to tune in. Like, can't thank y'all enough. That was great.
Dude, I'm telling you, man, and I believe we have a future with doing that, because, you know, I was already me and the boy from Don't Hate were already talking about how we were going to figure out the way to do a camera setup for Twitties. Right, so we can have the internet run through the Wi-Fi and the camera. That way you can get the bigger lens on it, you know, and that way it can just stay up. And he's already got power. Tweety's already got power at the tower. You know what I mean? I'm sure Tony do too. Boom, we plug it.
Do like a split screen, kind of like what we got with Air Live, to where like a camera at that end of the track, a camera at this end of the track, you know, or 3 of them. You got the start line camera, the turn camera, and the finish line. Because my favorite view is watching them come down that back stretch at Twitties, man. That one.
Yeah.
Yeah, or like if we were set up down there, when they come down that back stretch, and that one, actually, it wasn't even really, I would call it the medium stretch, the middle stretch. Yeah. That middle turn there, where they were getting wild coming out the end. I would have loved to see that coming straight at it at the end. That would have been an awesome angle.
And I'm telling you, man, and the awesome part about it, too, is, man, is I think we're going to try to take so much of the video, like the video part of it, when we build our racetrack, to where we're going to have a place to put a stationary camera. Like we'll build something, say, hey, I want this view, you know, that way, you know what I mean? We already have the forethought of what we're going to do with it. going into. You know what I mean? So that way we can go live on YouTube.
You know what area you're going to look on.
Exactly. Yep. And then depending on what camera angle, you know what I mean, you'd be able to zoom in on it or whatever. So we're going to look into that this off season before we get fired up, because that's something that I think it was awesome. I can't thank her enough for shooting it, man. Like I did, man. I mean, I said at work, I had it on the desk, man, and I was, doing my work. I come by through, I check it and see, and I was kind of keeping an eye to see when Randy ran and when Chandler ran. You know what I'm saying, man? Just watching what was going on, and it was just awesome to be able to talk about it today with you guys, and us be able to have seen the video and say, hey, man, we watched it. You know what I mean?
When we were watching it, that's what I was telling Kyle. I was like, this helps so much with being able to give good news and good reviews, being able to tune in when we're not able to make that trip,
Yeah, absolutely, man. So we're going to go through some.
He said Randy and Chandler made me think, them two. Randy went for a while, 2 wild passes, and Chandler, man, he got that turn down, boy. When he come out that thing, he hooked, and you could that smooth throttle, boy, that old naked foot. Kept it going through there. Yeah.
No, you took the words right out of my mouth, man. He's the only guy I've seen so far drive down there that keeps a steady throttle in the corner. It's not out. It's nice and easy.
He cracks it left and just floats all the way through.
Right on, smooth there. So and I figured out what we need to get him for Christmas. Them rock climbing shoes
where the toes
look like naked feet.
Oh yeah, it'd be perfect, and then he'd be good to go.
He'd be good to go. They are shoes, and they're like cut proof and everything else for the rock climbing.
Yeah,
and he'd have all his feet feeling.
There you go.
That'd be a loophole go all day. You show me. Oh yeah. Get him some custom ones. Mm-hmm. Get an 804 never lift on the right foot.
That's right. But I gotta give a huge shout out to Jared and Tony are going to be on tonight and talk about the weekend. I do got to give a huge shout out to them though. I know Sawyer went down and made the trip. I had a cooler taken from him. Somebody stole it. They're not sure who. Yeah, somebody took the Yeti right off the back of the flatbed, man.
That's sexy stuff.
It is, man. And it was well, it was pretty cool, man, because Jared and Tony and all of them got together and a bunch of guys doing a donation, and they actually went down and bought him a new cooler and brought it back for Saturday, which I thought was really cool, man, for the way our Mud family rocked that out, man. I really appreciate that. And it's sad to see somebody had to take a cooler. It's.
And the worst part is if they walked up, some of them give you a beer. Yeah, they give you 3 or 4. If you're standing there, he gonna keep filling that beer until you leave. Yeah, so all you had to do was say hi to the man. You have to take his goddamn cooler. Yeah,
that's right. I definitely give a huge shout out to those guys for doing that, man. And
that's awesome.
Yeah, man. And so we got I got a bunch of times. I got a bunch of videos, pictures. Jared's ready to come on and talk about the team challenge that we did. His Sinister Six had their finale race this weekend, which was cool, man. I don't know. I got to keep rolling, man. All right. So Jake with I think it's Jake McCann and Glenn Allen.
Mm-hmm.
Rob, dude. I don't know if did you see the 2 videos that Scotty posted?
The 2 full send videos?
Yeah. Yeah, of the 2. Yeah, there was
but I ain't want to keep, getting all stuff because I got my mind be going crazy. Because, I definitely have seen them 2 Lee Spring boys. I was looking at them, hell yeah,
And I know
did I transport myself into the trucks for a split second?
Dude, I watched it.
But what happened with the 6-cylinder one, the one with the gold doors? He didn't.
It bent the frame. Jared's got a whole list of shit. It bent the frame. It bent the seat. Yeah.
It won't ready.
He's in the he won't ready.
About that.
No. And then
man wants to know a good leaf spring setup. Get in touch.
That's right.
It won't happen again. You can send it to the moon, dog.
Yeah.
I'll give you a parts list. It's expensive as shit, but it's worth it.
That's right. I know. And then Derek, I watched Derek's pass. I don't know if y'all saw it on his first pass, but I watched it live, man. And dude, it left when he aired that bitch out on the last tabletop. And I guess when he didn't make the corner, and I was like, man, it broke the front end. But I guess it just blew the tire off.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he was able to make a second hit for his team, so that was pretty cool. But it was a good weekend, man. So I'm gonna go ahead and bring Jared on. Get this Tony's what's up, Jared?
He's loading.
Is he loading?
Yeah, I seen Sawyer. At one point, he was leading the try challenge. I don't know how he ended up, with the finale on that. Like where he ended up.
I don't think Jared can hear me. I don't know what he's got going.
Jared got an updated service.
Jared.
Yeah.
Is that
You hear me?
Can
is
you
that
hear
a
me?
flame curtain back there?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Can you hear me now? Yeah, that shit.
I'll log out and sign back on if you can't hear me.
I can hear you. You're soft. I can hear you.
Can you hear us?
It ain't working?
No, I'll re-sign in. Boom, kick. It's so awkward to kick people off this bitch out. I will tell you, man, I feel like it's like I owe a apology now.
As soon as I think I had it, as soon as I think I got service, it's like, oh, no.
I know, man. It's like, now I feel like I owe him an apology because I feel like I just like fucking bow, you know? It's just crazy, man.
I'm the phone up.
I'm the phone up on the man.
It's just too fucking funny, man.
Was that a flame job curtain behind him? Or is it just blurred and looked like flames?
I think it was just blurred.
Oh, okay. No, so that's a little sweet fence striping going on.
All right, guys. Well, while we're waiting on Jared to log back in here, man, if you could, please share this, dude, so we can get these videos out from this past weekend. It's not only a great example of a size track we're trying to build here in Virginia, man. It was some awesome racing that got done. The list of teams, the team challenge worked out great. I think we ended up having nine teams come out to like $2,800. So it's like $450 a man, you know. Yeah, so it definitely.
Nice 50 bucks. Yeah, $50 for $450.
Yeah, and then and I got we'll go through why Jerison. So basically, man, we got a couple pictures from All About Mud. I don't know if Tina's watching, but I appreciate all her photos this weekend. Here's one of Blaine, dude. Yeah, man.
It definitely looked like a wild pit.
Oh yeah.
Like you had to be on the wheel driving it.
You got Twitty, man.
I was glad to see him make the trip down there.
Yeah.
I was too, man. I was too. And then they got James Hoyt, man, and that Dodge, dude. The truck's come a long ways, man.
Yeah, right. I was about to say that big Dodge rides, you know.
It does,
44s, ain't it? And 44s in that truck?
It is, man. Remember we seen it at Fast Tracks when we went to Fast Tracks for July? That truck's definitely getting a lot faster, man. And then you got Chandler.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Barefoot Bandit.
Barefoot Bandit. That's what he needs on the left foot.
Yeah.
The right foot needs the 804 never lift on it. And then the left foot can be the Barefoot Bandit over there. Get some custom embroidery on that thing.
Yeah.
All right, so let's start with Ronnie Allen. Man. We're gonna start with this is the one right here where the airmails this thing, man. It leaves hard though, man.
Yeah, that's right. That's a fast little run person. See, he's good, man. All he had to do was, I thought the throttle had stuck on him or something.
Dude, that thing, I'm telling you, man, look.
He got some good distance.
And it's level.
I'm telling you.
Like, that's a good fly right there. He just needs a little more shock, a little more spring travel.
It really didn't take it that bad. I mean, it took a little. I mean, well, I guess that's when it bent. When it bent right there. You know what I mean?
Much suspension going on there.
But, dude, I mean, I think the truck rode pretty damn good, dude. I think. Crazy.
That's a level, you know?
It was, man. It was, dude. I mean, you can't be no more. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No better angle.
That's a pretty good. I don't know if that man's ever seen it like that before, but being in the air like that, oh, he's gonna be hooked. He ain't gonna come back with nothing but bigger sky and better springs to do it again.
So that was
Mhm.
I think Jared's ready, man. Let's see.
You come
Hey,
back.
Jared.
There you go.
Yeah.
Got inside, nice and fancy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was out in the camper a minute ago trying to be someplace quiet while the kids are still running around, but they're finally in bed now.
Yeah.
That's all right. We're all used to dealing with kids, I believe.
That's right. Yeah, man. Yeah. So Jared, I appreciate all the hard work this weekend, man. I know it was a lot, man. I know they all are. Especially when you tying it with your series finale too, which I believe I got a picture of those guys. I'm gonna we'll talk about them a little bit too. Because that was a long, hard year y'all put in, man. A lot of traveling y'all did for for the first time having this series, and I something I like to consider being pretty successful this year. That class has grown tremendous, in my opinion, over the last 6 months or so. So,
Yeah, I mean, I appreciate it. It was a good series. We had a good year. It was a good starter season. We kind of traveled around a little bit to Virginia and North Carolina, last race in South Carolina. And we kind of learned where the hardcore people were that were going to travel and where they're from, and talking to people that were in the series about where they want to go next year and what they want to do next year. So it was a good starter season. We started off with 14 drivers in the season in the series, and then by the end of the season, we were down to about 8 or 9 that were still traveling. I think kind of when some of the people realized they weren't going to be in it for the points for the long haul, they kind of started falling off a little bit. So next year, I think we're going to concentrate on doing the faraway races first. So that way, everybody that's traveling, because most of our racers, for the most part, they're all from the Jacksonville, North Carolina area. We do have a few that are up closer to me, 3 or 4 of them that are up closer to me, near northeastern North Carolina. Was talking with Dave Renfro a little bit earlier tonight. He says he's got people coming out the wazoo asking him, about the Sinister Six series and what they're going to be doing next year. So he's asking me a bunch of questions tonight. So as of right now, I think we're planning on having 3 races in South Carolina next year, and hopefully we'll have, we'll bring in some trucks from South Carolina as well. Bring in some Sinister Six trucks from South Carolina, and so that ought to help a lot. And we're gonna, like I said, we're gonna try to do some faraway racing, at the beginning of the season, and then bring it closer to home as we round out the end of the season. Because that way, at least the people that they might not be in it in the points anymore. They might not be at the top, but by the end of the season, we're going around to their hometown tracks, so they're still going to be there. They're still going to be a part of it. So that'll be good. Overall, I think the series. I don't know.
Buckingham will be on that schedule for it.
yeah.
What'd you say, Russ?
For sure.
I said, well, hopefully our track in Buckingham will be on that schedule there. At least one.
I need some dates, man. The sooner y'all can give me some dates. I know you got a lot up in the air right now. You haven't built it yet. So, but that's what I'm working on now. Is now that the season ended, it's time to start thinking about next year. And I know, the one thing that I have for sure, I've talked to both Matt Bonnet and Dave Renfro. Their season opener at their track at Thunder Alley will probably be our first race of the season next year, depending on the date. But that's definitely going to be one of the first couple of races on our schedule next year. So we're really excited to go out there and race with them. And, as tracks start, as it gets on to the end of the year, around wintertime and early in next year, tracks usually start posting their schedules and when they're going. And, we're gonna coordinate from there. Any track owners that might be watching that want to get involved, I will say that for as much traveling as we did this year as a series, and as much as we did, we had quite a few good sponsors that helped us out with money for the series. But we are going to ask a little bit of the track owners whether you want to put an added money to the pot at your specific race to try to get people there, or if you want to sponsor something, maybe we get Kings of Mud. I was thinking of you today, actually, Blake, because when I made up the end of the season awards, everybody that went to all of our races throughout the season, everybody that showed up to every race, they got a plaque that just had Road Warrior on it, and they got a cool picture of their truck that they can hang up on the wall. And I used Mud photos that you had. I had to do it quick, so I just found whatever cool picture I could find of their truck. So it's still got the watermark on it, so they can go back and buy the picture from you guys if they want the one without the watermark. But maybe we can find someone that has a camera that wants to, donate to the year-end awards. But we definitely need sponsors. It's going to help a lot to try to get some more money in the pot, try to get some better awards for the end of the season, try to get more people traveling because it's expensive to travel. Everybody knows that, and it's hard. It especially gets hard.
Locked up.
Oh, it's coming back. There it is.
Did I fall off or did everybody fall off?
Yeah,
You back?
All right, I saw a little spinning.
yeah.
And real quick, while I'm thinking about it, Jared, you have those guys message if there are pictures. I can see if Heather wants to go back and look and find them, and we'll donate a picture if they want a picture without a watermark. We can donate the pictures to those guys. Just let me just tell those guys to get in contact with us and send us what the picture was, man. Yeah, no problem.
Yeah, I just went and printed out whatever I could find of their truck that looked cool to stick it in there for their awards. But it's got a little sleeve in it, so they can put whatever picture they want in it.
Yeah, that's what you could choose whatever picture you want and put in there to go around your award.
Yeah.
You can even change it monthly if you felt like it.
Yeah.
I want to give a special shout out to Ronald Grubb. I don't know if he's watching tonight or if he's not watching, but that was awesome. He's one of the guys that was kind of towards the back of the pack for most of the season. He was hanging around 6th, 7th, 8th for most of the season. Had a few issues with his truck, and he was always tinkering with it and trying to get it running right, trying to get things better, and he was always working on it, trying to improve it. And he won the last race of the season. That's the only race he came in the top 3 all season. He won at Orangeburg. He was the fastest time at Orangeburg. So that was really cool to see someone come from the back and come all the way up to the top. And it's just cool to see that can happen. Stick with it. Keep grinding. You can win them. It's going to happen. So that was really cool. I think everybody
won the race or the series.
Last one.
He just won the race. The race.
Yeah, he won the race for the last one. But the bonus points actually moved him up one spot in the series. So he went 7th to 6th place in the series. So that was really cool.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
How much was on that pickup truck with the black doors?
Yellow door.
Yeah, the black one with the yellow doors. The one full set.
Yellow jacket truck.
On that thing.
How much what now?
The carnage. How bad was it? How bad was it?
To look at the truck, I didn't see it really up close after the fact, but I talked to Ronnie Allen, and Ronnie said that the frame was bent underneath, and I think it was more bent on the passenger side. You kind of see it after he landed.
Yeah,
that the whole truck was leaning to one side a little bit. So
did the throttle hang up on the end of it there?
Level, and the weights fell out of the back, went flying down the track. But other than that, it wasn't too bad. Bent frame, wasn't too bad, but
So look, so I'm gonna go ahead and put this up here, Jared. If you want to give a shout out to these are your top 5.
These are the top, top 3, top 5-ish. So on the far right, the way I'm looking at it, in the red shirt, you got Glenn Allen. He's the guy that was driving the little yellow jacket truck, that truck that went sky high.
Nice.
He's 15 years old, if I'm not mistaken. So he's one of the younger drivers in the series. And then as you come over from him, you got Scotty McNamara and my son Jackson Cook. They both tied for 3rd place. They kind of been battling it back and forth all season. And once we did the drop and the points from that race, they both ended up with 135 points at the end of the season. And I talked to both of them, and we were kind of deciding what to do. I was like, do I want to do a runoff tonight? Do you want to schedule a runoff for a Little Do race? Do you want to do something else? And then Scotty came up with the idea, and he's like, let's just split it. Let's both just enjoy 3rd place. And I was like, cool, I'll buy a new trophy. You can keep this trophy. I'll buy a new trophy for Jackson. Y'all split the 3rd place prize money, and y'all just both enjoy having 3rd place. That's fine by me. So, and then on the far left, as I look at it, I don't know how everybody else sees it. That's Chris Schmittenberger. He's the king of 2nd place. That's the only way I can put it. I think almost every single race we had this season, doesn't matter who won, there were some different winners at the top. He came in 2nd almost every single race. Actually, I don't know if he did get a 3rd or anything else. I think he got all 2nds all season long. He was always 2nd place. So pretty crazy the way it worked out, but he's had a good running truck all season long. He's put the work in to keep it going. He's part of that Broad Creek Racing team with Jeremy. Was it Jeremy Smith?
Jeremy Smith.
Yeah,
Smith.
Jeremy Smith and Trey and Gino and all those guys.
Yep.
And
Mhm.
I tried to find the video. I couldn't find it in time to text you. I was in the middle of a bunch of stuff trying to keep up with work. But Gino's truck, if you got any videos of that sent into you, he's got that No Problem 2 or No Problem 3 or something like that.
I got him.
The Jeep. That truck, his straight line pass had paddle tires on the back for the unlimited class. Did a big old wheelie and rode it across the thing. And then when he got to the horseshoe, I don't want to comment too much because people get grumpy when you talk about their driving style, but he got in that mud pit and he was going fast, and it seemed like the moment he let out of the gas, the truck was pointing one way and he was trying to go a different way, and it just tumbled. So
Well, I got so I do have the video, Jared. We're gonna go through these as we talk about the event. So here's the first video I got from him from Trey.
Some power, man.
Yeah, I mean, dude, it's all you can ask you to do, man. What you can't ask you to do anything else. I'll do this.
I think if maybe he had some cuts on the back or something else that wasn't so aggressive, he could have kept it all on the ground. But then paddle tires, boy, they just lifted right up.
Here's your GoPro. Here's your GoPro video. Like being in a mega truck, ain't it, Russ?
I want to feel that launch right there, though. I ain't never felt that one.
No, that bitch is digging right there. That thing's digging, man. That's dude.
Yeah. I mean, that's probably one of them feelings that is irreplaceable, so to say, to be able to launch back in the dirt and set up like that.
That's right. Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, other than Russell Twitty at the beginning, I don't think anybody else had a wheelie that big.
No, I agree, man. I agree. And that's the only thing I don't have, man. I didn't get any videos of Twitty's wheelie. Yeah, I've seen a couple of them floating around. I just never got any of those sent in, but we do have. I hope if somebody has one that's watching, please send it in, man. I'd love to show it. We do got the other. Man, I got so many videos, man. So we got Jake McCann, right?
Let's see how it does.
This is a street class truck. Street class.
Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Oh yeah! He's still looking good. Come on, Jake! Woo, got game on! Come on, man! Oh, he's looking good. Watch
He's still together, though. He's still together, man.
Come on, Jake!
Make the hole
Come on, Jake! Give it on, Jake! Get it, man! Straight line that thing one time! Yeah, try to do it! There you go! Woo!
Yeah, dude. So congratulations, Jake. Great pass, man. I'm not sure. I guess we got times. Where did that rank, Jared? That pass?
Let me see. I got the time right here. Jake's pass was a 39.534. And so that was one of the faster passes of the night by far. Yeah. And I will say that pass, being that it was in street class, that put Team Powerhouse with a comfortable lead right off the bat. Put close to 10 seconds on the rest of street class with that pass. So our team had a 10-second head start starting into it, before everybody else. And at that point, it was like after street class, everybody else was playing catch up. So that was really, I don't know if y'all can hear it. I kind of lost my voice a little bit when I saw that pass. I was screaming so loud I couldn't hardly talk for the rest of the night. I'm just now starting to get my voice back from yelling so loud.
Who'd y'all get to try for COVID, Brad?
Get checked for COVID.
No, Brad, COVID. Who'd y'all get to drive for him?
Oh, Alan Ragland filled in for him.
Oh, Alan stepped. Oh, awesome.
Hey, thank you, Cynthia. I got it right here. I'm gonna get ready to show it. The 20 wheelie. I got it. Cynthia sent it in. Oh, but you did sound like you said some shit about COVID, Russ.
His name sounds like COVID, kind of, you know? That's why I had to go back and add the Brad up on there. Yeah, I want to ride with Tweet. When we go in November, I'm going to see if I can speak talk about over the traffic seat. Yeah, I'll move that up.
It's good to see Twitty back out there, man. Look at that. I need to call him. I ain't called him in a while. I need to give him a holler.
Yeah, I like the way they got the towel set up at the dragging out there. They have to go one.
Oh, he did do a good one,
Yeah.
Oh, he did do a good one, yeah.
That was like a good 100 foot at least. Might have been 200.
A bit of it, man. Look at that, dude.
Picked up before the start right there.
Look at that feather throttle right there. That boy's feathering that thing, man.
Yeah, I got it's comfort in there. He's comfortable in that truck.
It's fun.
How long does it usually
He said
take for them to have it listed?
It shouldn't be long. They already got it up on the Excel spreadsheet.
Another good one.
Yeah, a couple of I want to take a play really like that. Just kick the wheelie off and then up here a little bit. Oh, yeah. That's
awesome. So I got sorry, Jerry, man. I got so many videos. We're gonna run through here.
Go for it.
Yeah, we'll start. So we got Sawyer Love right here. Now I'm pretty sure that's Mari driving. I'm pretty sure. But dude, the truck's hooking good. It's riding.
We are well better.
And I got another video. He sent me some better quality of that.
What all did he end up breaking on his last one? Does anybody know?
Me and him talked a little while ago. I think it's a transmission shaft, output shaft and transmission.
Yeah.
But I don't think he's had time. I know he had to work today, so I don't know if he had time to look at it or not. But this was riding right here.
Yeah, guys. Yeah. I think maybe good. Motor looks like it needs some nitrous or a rebuild.
Yeah, it needs a bottle, yeah. It needs that bottle.
Yep.
But shout out to Mari for all the driving, dude. That boy's come a long ways quick.
Man, too. They getting the grasp on it real quick.
See who else we got, man. And we got Bubba Lilly, man. Bubba Lilly made some really good passes that I seen on Facebook. And now this is a mod street truck, right, Jerry?
Yes, sir.
What nitrous?
The thing, dude, I'm telling you, here's another one right here, man. They got
So he won't reach him back there turning the nitrous bottle on?
I don't know what he does, but if that's what he was doing, I bet somebody's going to check him out a little closer next race.
I run nitrous.
He might have just gave himself up. If he was cheating, he might have just gave himself up. I don't know.
Look, I thought the same thing, man. When I saw the video, I was like,
Wait a minute.
I don't know what that is. I'm not going to
Somebody
say.
got it.
Just turn it
As
on
far
the
as I
fire.
know, there's no nitrous in that truck, but
Air bottle for
air bottle for the shifter. Okay.
Good
Okay.
cover. Good cover. I used to use that one. I used to use that.
We might have to get an air bottle shifter in Jackson's truck.
I was like, let's go to the air shifter. Just saying. There too. He's comfortable on that one.
But you see, look, man, this is what everybody talk about, right? So, how long was that pit, Jared? 200 feet?
I'll let Tony answer that one in a little
Tony,
bit, but I know that his pits are, I think the mud pits on either side, I want to say they're both longer than 200. They might even be closer to 300, but I'm not positive. Ask a good Tony question.
Yeah,
I believe he said the mud pits were 300 and the flatline pit was 200.
That sounds right.
Yeah, so this pass here is 200 feet, right? But I want you to watch, man, because I want to give Bubba. This is what guys don't do enough of, in my opinion, man, is the gearing in the truck. All right, so you watch when the light comes on and watch when he lifts. See what I'm saying, man? So the truck is run out
200 feet.
Exactly. The truck run out exactly where it needed to. The motor came up where it was, and it ain't beating the bearings out of it. It ain't doing any other shit. It's set up. So props to him, man. Bubba on the like I said, that's more of what, depending on what your what track you're gonna run. Now these are Randy's passes here, man. Randy's truck rides, man.
Yeah.
Right here got it though. They did him for that, yeah.
He's got
between the cones.
Yeah, all four.
Boy.
Sorry, Ruff.
It's a fast pass, man.
Yeah.
This is gonna be good. Watch this.
Look how smooth that truck takes that hole, man. Just
yeah. It's something with some double hills like that.
right.
It's something with landing on dry ground that is pulling him hard left. Because remember at the mud hop?
Yeah.
Pulls him hard left. He lands on dry ground here again and it pulls him hard left.
Right there. On the top of that hill. It nicks the top of that hill.
Uh-huh.
You see the tire shake? You see the tire shake on it?
Yeah, but it's the exact same way.
Go ahead, Russ.
I said it kicked the same way on the mud hop. Remember when he hit that little knoll? So some of the setups making it want to swing more. When the wheel unloads, it's making it want to go that way.
That way to the left, yeah. It's like I said, you can see it, man, and it's. I was watching this live when it happened. I was like, oh, and I was hoping he'd be able to bring it back to save it. But it just nicked it right there. It's just enough to yank it over, man.
Can you?
But as far as the rest of the pass, man.
It was on mission at the rest of the pass.
I wonder if he runs a locker in the front. You think he has an open front diff or he runs a locker?
No, it's a locker in the front of that truck. I'm pretty sure.
Okay, I was
I
going
ain't trying to get away secret training.
one wheel spinning a lot faster than the other.
Yeah, no, a lot of I don't know if he checked it or not. I know when we found out at the mud hop, remember Russ, it had broke the left front. The left front had broke.
Oh yeah.
Or the right front, and that's why it pulled the truck left. I thought.
Oh, okay.
But but he didn't. It didn't appear that anything was broke on the truck.
That time when he coming on that back stretch, it didn't look like nothing was broke.
Oh, the rest of the pass did look pretty good, man. Yeah,
I just didn't know if it was some of the pressure that was, when the rear unloaded, it was kind of putting the weight to make it go left, maybe.
And I wanted to ask
you, that makes perfect sense, but.
Well, I wanted to ask you, Randy. I don't know what happened right here, Randy. On this pass, Randy kind of cuts. I think it cuts off. I don't know whether.
Randy back. That's the way he goes. I'm watching. Okay, nope. Here he comes. Y'all watch this. He's about to flip the switch. Come on, Randy.
They shut off in the town.
What happened here, Randy? Did they cut it? They just cut off on you?
Dropping gear, go! Come on, Randy! One more dropping gear!
All right,
Oh yeah, here he comes! One more time, Randy! Woo! Hang on to it, boys! Hang on to it! Yeah! That's what I call it!
Hey, he wheels that thing too, because I
I'm
know
telling you, man. Dude,
I
they
think
probably-
I got mad at him for letting off the gas. That's what happened.
floorboard. That's all it is. That truck floorboard.
I think it's funny, man, because you can tell it's the longest fucking 5 seconds of his life right here. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He gets fired up.
You know, he finally gets that bitch to kick over, right? Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, here he comes! One more time, Randy! Woo! Hang on to it, boys! Hang on to it! Yeah! That's what I call it!
So yeah, man. So congratulations. I mean, that was. I know his second pass. I'm pretty sure I got him. We'll look at him here in a minute. But I think Randy's second pass was the fastest pass in C class by far.
It was a 39 point something, and everybody else was running right around a 44 or higher.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that was a pretty fast pass. If he'd have stayed in bounds, it would have been the fastest for sure.
Yep, no doubt.
Yeah.
Man.
They gonna do the 2-tire rule down there.
2 times.
Yeah, I'll tell you, after I saw that pass that Randy made and I didn't hear nothing about disqualification or nothing, I went down to find Alan. I said, look, just all you got to do is finish it. Just we are so far ahead right now. All you got to do is just don't crash. We'll be good. And then they came over to the announcement and said that first pass was disqualified. We had to use the other one. And I said, okay, Alan, just go ahead and try to do your thing.
And I was thinking too, when I watched Randy's first pass, and not that I was thinking he looked like he was a little reserved on his first pass. Like he was like, hey, I'm going to get one down. Like I'm going to get a pass down and make sure that my team's got a pass to put on the board. And then on the second hit, I'm going to go a little harder, you know what I mean, to try to win the class. And that's the kind of blueprint that you should use with the team style racing, man. I mean, that, you know what I mean? I don't know. I don't think Randy won any money other than the team money this weekend. So that's definitely was a bonus. That one, secure pass was worth $450 to him.
Yeah.
If you look at it, you know what I mean? So it's a really cool how the different strategies play into this team thing, man.
Absolutely.
Yeah, man. So we got I got a couple more videos, man. We got Chandler's horseshoe pass. You're winning in B class, and a shock on that bitch, man.
I just trying to get there.
Yeah, it's pulling. They are some long pits, man.
I like it. Gives you more seat time.
Yeah. Well, you're like doing a highlight reel for Team Powerhouse, man. You got almost all of our drivers up there on the highlight reel so far.
I know, man. I just don't have Alan, man. I got Scotty's pass. I'll show one of Scotty's passes right here. Scotty's Jeep's gonna run good Those mud pits had some mud in them, man. I mean, they were.
The pit closest to us, I was surprised how nasty that one looked, or how it ended up, because it didn't look that bad when you were looking at it in the video.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tony came up to us originally in the driver's meeting. All the Sinister Six guys were going to run through both pits, and then Tony was kind of looking at it, and he's like, "Oh, well, let's get some kids out here, get some foot runners." And they made all the kids run through the pit. When we all saw how deep that mud was on the kids, he was like, "Maybe we ought to save that for the higher horsepower trucks and let you guys just run the flat side." Okay with that, whatever. Because it was deep, it was nasty. So it was not to say that we couldn't have made it through, but it would have been a long pass, and
Yeah.
chance a couple of us might have got stuck.
We made a long night even longer for real.
Yeah, it was long. Right. Both nights were long nights, but they were fun.
That's right. Well, I got Tony here, man. Let's see. Hopefully it comes in. He's having some reception problems, man. So we'll see if
down there in the Carolinas, y'all need to update your services down there.
But anyway, while we're waiting on that, man, I really hope he gets a chance to come on here tonight, man, because I know he really wanted to thank everybody for all the help this weekend and talk a little bit about the event. But let's go over we'll go over the class times first, real quick, and then we'll run into our pick 6 times. And then towards the end here, I got an event I want to talk about. I hope everybody can see that. This is what Jeffrey sent me. But basically, man, I mean, some good times. I mean, 35-inch tires, a lot of mud in the hole, But they have the 44. See, that's
44 dominated.
Yeah.
44 and a 47.
A-class. Hey, that's Rick Giddens. He's on my team too. It's another team powerhouse truck. We had, let's see, Jake took first place in his class. Then Rick Giddens took first place in his class. Then we had Chandler Smiley, who took first place in his class, I do believe. So we had 3 drivers on our team that took first place.
Oh, wow.
Jackson got 3rd or 4th. Jackson, I think, got 4th in Sinister 6, but they were all real close, like within half a second to a second of each other. And then, all the V-Tread trucks were all really, really close. So, yeah, it was, it was a good event.
And I'm telling you, man, looking at that pass in A class, it beats a lot of these passes in B class.
Yeah.
Derek run a 42? Did Derek, what Chandler run? Where's Chandler?
45, Chandler.
Oh, it's because Derek ain't make 2 hits.
Yeah.
Damn. Yep. Good job, Chandler. For 2 hits, man. Definitely. That's where it's at, though. That's the name of the game, man. That's why the combined time.
Building the last rounds, multiple rounds, where it comes in key right there.
Yeah. And our C class times, man, which are, like I said, it's really consistent. It shows you that paper, or the paper step, the paper clip style racing. Look at how even these times are across all these classes.
Yeah.
It evens the playing board for sure.
Yeah, I mean, with this kind of racing, you could have ran them all together in one class and had a hell of a lineup. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Who took C class?
So it's time to.
Tony did. That's right. Tony won C class. So congratulations to Tony. Yeah, I see.
45 and a 46.
Yeah, round and money, pretty tight.
Hey, my ball, sir.
And you got your V-Trade class, man, which was, I think Chris Keaton took first place in that class. I'm not sure who took second. Maybe Bad Rooster. No. I know Alan took third.
The thing on my screen is you guys are getting, all I can see is Mod Street A and B.
Yeah, I got it on my tablet. It's a good size screen, and I still have a hard time seeing it.
Yeah, I'm sorry, y'all, but no, the basically it's changing underneath, Jared. So like the you know what I mean? So like this is a V-Trade class. It's just a tab that was sent on the screenshot.
I see he only made 1 pass. I wonder what happened with him.
I'm not sure, man. I think Jeffrey got second.
Alan got 2 good, 34 and 34.
Yeah, you got third.
Third, okay.
They were tight. That's tight with Snowman.
That's a tight run now for a second, third there.
What class, Brett? The fastest pass. Does anybody know who had the fastest pass of the day?
Oh, bro.
Randy, DOT Randy.
I don't think it was Randy because Randy's
Wait.
fast didn't count.
If
Right.
it would have counted, yeah.
Disqualified.
I keep
And
forgetting
Randy
about
didn't win any of his classes, so he would have won something if it did count.
We'll
That's
just
right.
flip back to A and B girl. We can kind of scan through real quick and see. Well, let's see.
45.
Yeah, 45. 45.8.
45 flat by Tony Harris.
45.07. Yeah.
Red Henkel had a 42.418. That might be why he's bringing it up. I think he might have been the fastest
A 42
single
what?
pass.
A
He had a
42 what?
42.418 in cheese puff, but I don't think he made the second pass.
Well, Derek had a 42
3.48. Yeah.
Yeah.
So Derek would have beat Rhett.
No, Derek had a 43.
It says
Oh,
42
Oh,
42.34 on this paper here.
Yeah, Derek's got a 42.
He must not have had that pass on the pick six challenge because I can only see the pick six numbers right here.
I got you. And then
That
we got
was fast. Derek had that.
no, and then you got a third. What is that? Mod Street didn't run both pits, right? So we can't count that.
No, they didn't. Mod Street and Sinister Six only ran one pit.
Yeah.
Brett said he ran a 41. Yeah, it's still riding. That's riding. Right? I don't know where. I don't see it up here, man. But I believe you. The truck was riding. I mean, the truck's light and fast.
Yeah.
And we got our. Here's our winning team, man. I know we've been talking about them, but here's who your team race winners are. And I got the times right here.
That's tight racing, man.
Yeah.
It ain't bad, dude. Over 6 classes with, you know what I mean, with all different styles of truck, dude. No, man, I think it's extremely competitive. I mean, we had. How did the last place thing work out, Jared? Did that work out pretty good? Like the last place?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's the fairest way to do it. If you have a truck that didn't, that either didn't make a hit at all, or a truck that got stuck or got broke during their hit. But it definitely hurts the teams. I can look on here and I can see. Let's see, we got 1, 2, 3. There's only 3 teams in the whole challenge that all 6 trucks made a hit without breaking or getting stuck. Only 3 out of the 9 teams. Everybody else, the other 6, all had a truck that either got stuck or broke.
So see, that just shows you the importance of, you know what I mean, getting that one hit under your belt for your team. You know, if you can. I mean, the getting stuck part of it's kind of. I mean, you can't do footage.
Nobody wants that.
Yeah, and like I said, the getting stuck part of it's part of it. Like at Twitty's last year when we had the A class was having a bunch of problems.
Yeah,
it's part of it, as we know, but it's just I still see. I mean, 258 is a like you said though, Jared. You had all the winning trucks on one team, so it was a good draw. Like the pick of that team was just good. Those guys win. I mean, sometimes you can get around with not winning a class, but you got to have a lot of seconds and thirds.
Yeah,
right on them.
I mean, there's a lot of good teams in there, and it's just sometimes the luck goes your way, sometimes it doesn't. There's a lot of teams that you look at them and you're like, man, they're going to be a smoking team. And then one truck breaks, and it's like, oh, well, that cost them. And that's the sad thing of it is one truck breaking or not making a whole pass, it hurts the team a lot. So you really got to have 6 trucks that make full passes to be in the winning.
Yeah.
Now, do y'all plan on bringing your team to Twitties and see if
Talked about that, and I'm really hoping that we can get we've got some Sinister Six guys, and hopefully we got some more 6-cylinder guys that are talking about coming out. Twitty said if we got at least 10 trucks, he'll make a 6-cylinder class. So it would be a lot of fun if we can get 10 6-cylinder trucks to go out to Twitties and do this team challenge things out there. We can have another 6-cylinder class for you.
That's right. And That's actually I was going right there, man. So that's our November 23rd, 22nd, and 23rd. The Trucks Gone Wild weekend. That's going to be off the chain this year, man. The team race there is going to be. I mean, we already started building some teams. To be honest with you, I've already got. You know what I mean? Because I know I'm gonna make that one. So
you got to go get Powerhouse. We ain't changing nothing.
I'd made a few phone calls, man. I'd made a few phone calls already. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. But I'm definitely looking forward to it, man. And then it might be the pick 7 challenge. If we bring the 6-cylinder trucks in, we'll just add a team on it. It's like I said, with the way the times break down, you really can't go wrong. I mean, you could do it with 2-man teams. Something I was thinking about coming up with next year is doing 2-man teams and run them in a bracket style up here at the house at our place. So basically, it could be Randy, me and Randy. If I bring Plan B back, it could be me and Randy, and then it could be Kyle and Nick or whoever. You know what I mean? And then those 2 guys would race heads up, and then you figure out, maybe 3-man teams. But I don't know. I'm spitting. I think you can play a lot of different angles off of it. So,
the
Twitties in November. Definitely look forward to, man. We'll start making up. We're probably going to open registration early on that race. It's probably maybe 1st of October. Go ahead and fire the thing up and go ahead and start getting some teams together because, like I said, the combinations are endless with that team race.
Well, you're not allowed to call that
house down there. Like, there's plenty of trucks to choose from.
What'd you say, Jared?
Show up. I said you're not calling in sick on that one. You're running that one. I ain't doing it again.
No, I know. I appreciate that, man. I do.
No, I had a lot of fun doing it. It was a lot of fun, but it was a lot to keep up with, trying to keep up with my guys and then keep up with that and the times and everything else. So it was a lot of fun to do it. I'd do it again if I had to, but Twitties, man, that's a lot to keep up with. Y'all gonna have a lot of people in there.
Yeah, man. And like I said, I kind of want to be like I said, I appreciate you doing it. I appreciate you handling all of it. I know it's a lot, man. And I'm hoping some drivers met met some guys that haven't had a chance to meet and race with them. And, I'm glad to see that, I know, shout out to Blaine Hitchens. I know they made the ride down there from Delaware or Delmar. I'm not sure. I think it's from Delmar. But anyway, I know it's a long ride, dude.
Somebody comment on here. I want to know who it was. I forget the guy's name, but there's a little truck on there, the Mossy Oak something or other. It's got cattle horns on the front. White Chevy pickup truck, big cubic motor, set really loaded. What did you say his name was?
Jamie Spiller.
Yeah, I've seen that truck on TV a bunch of times. And he came all the way up from Louisiana to go to that race.
Really?
Over 12 hours of driving, like 12, 13 hours of driving. He came up to go to that race, and I think realistically that just wasn't the race for his style of truck. I mean, I've seen that truck on TV. They do those. It's like an oval track race that's all mud, but it's just not very deep.
Alabama.
And I've seen him tear them up on TV, but this mud was a little deep for what he had.
Yeah, once he got the plane, he couldn't get it back.
Yeah.
But no, man, he I believe he was a owner or worked on Twitty's Princess at some point in time before it was Twitty's Princess, before it was my truck. Yeah. So I remember talking to him down at Matt's place one weekend. He's a great dude, very knowledgeable, man. That truck with the horns on it, you've seen it in November at Twitty.
Oh yeah.
Because he was pitting it on our ass.
Yeah.
The truck didn't make 2 hits. Yeah, the truck just didn't make 2 hits in one year. I remember, because I won't wish bad luck on the man by any means, but I was winning, and he had one more pass to go, and he had lit my ass on fire on that first pass. The only chance I had of winning was him not making the full hit. So yeah. Go ahead, Russ.
No, I was just saying,
Oh, I thought you had something to say, man. But anyway,
I had something slick to say.
yeah, something slick to say.
Hey, if they gave him a third pass, it would have been real different, huh?
Yeah. Watching third pass.
Don't worry. This year, man, hey, Twitty knows better this year. Twitty's he knows better this year. We ain't doing too fast. I don't want to hear it. I've been hearing about it for 2 years.
Here and do a donut 50 feet in and back myself all the way through it and see if I get a rerun.
Oh, man. Well, Jared, I appreciate it, man. I appreciate you hanging out with us. I appreciate you handling the business this weekend. Go ahead.
I just said no problem.
Oh, I got you. Yeah, cool, man. And is there anything else you want to add, dude, before we get off of here?
No, I mean, it was a great event. Much props to Tony and his crew. That was one of the smoothest events we've ever been to there. I mean, they had it set up, they had it organized, they had the trucks lined up and ready to go for the event. Things were moving. It was just a lot of trucks and a lot of moving parts. So, I mean, the night one, I mean, I heard people, there were some people that were a little upset that they didn't get all the way finished. But honestly, and I know Tony would say this if he was on there, by the end of the first night, you could tell the pits were starting to get dangerous. It was, they were bucking trucks the wrong direction, shooting them in the wrong direction. People were getting a little out of control, and it was only getting worse. And the fastest trucks were yet to come, and they still had a whole nother night to race. And so I know Tony, as much as people might want to complain about, the fact that they shut it down before C-Class got to run their mud pit, run on Friday night, y'all think about Tony and his family. They're looking out for you. They're looking out for the drivers. They know that nobody wants to bust their truck the first night, not be able to race the next day. And you look at how many trucks busted on the second night. It was a smart decision to shut it down, the first night and shut it down before somebody got hurt.
Awesome, man. Yeah, I definitely agree with that, man. I got Jeffrey's getting ready to come on here now real quick. He wants to thank everybody personally, so we'll give him a second to come on here, man. But yeah, and Jerry, real quick, while we're waiting on Jeffrey, we want to thank you for looking out for Sawyer, or he wanted me to thank you for the cooler.
No problem.
That's awesome, man, dude. Yeah, that just shows how united the Mud family is, man, for y'all to be able to do that. So I thought that was really cool, and we really appreciate you doing that.
No problem. Not a problem at all.
I don't know. Jeffrey, I'll send you the link, Jeffrey, whenever you're ready. But we are going to talk about here. Jared, if you're good to go, man, I appreciate it. We'll see y'all. We'll catch y'all next time.
All right. Sounds good.
Thank you, Jared.
Thank you.
Quick. I told you, man, it's always weird, man. It's always weird. Just like, anyway, dude, so here's Jeffrey. All right. So let's finish up with this. Sorry, man. I got one other race I want to get to. Man.
Jeffrey 10 times.
Hey, how's it going, y'all?
What's up, man?
Not much. Sitting at work, But
I heard that. So look, man, I want to tell you thank you for hosting our team race, man, this year. I hope y'all enjoyed it. I'm glad to see the truck showed up. So we can't thank y'all enough for handling it and how it was run, man.
Man, we appreciate y'all getting everybody down here. Everybody that come down from up there. Everybody was good to work with. Just as happy as can be. I love talking to new people, just like you. You like to talk to people. So
yeah, that's right.
Glad we was able to do that and get to know some people. But thank y'all for coming. Thank y'all for showing up and running what you did. We are sorry about that on Friday night, but like you said, it's all about a safety factor for us.
Driver safety got to be number one.
So you know how it is.
Yeah. No, man, for sure. Yeah, and like you said, I'm glad it turned out great, man. I'm glad we had good weather. I was worried kind of about the weather at first because I was like, man, I hope it's not hot as hell. I hope it didn't rain. So it looked like it was a beautiful weekend.
Man, it was the best weekend you could actually have in August. So especially down here. Usually it's 100 degrees and 100% humidity, and we didn't have neither one of them. So
that's right.
But
awesome, cool. Well, thank you, Jeffrey, for coming on, man. We appreciate y'all. We'll catch y'all at the next event. All right, man.
My family to y'all, we appreciate it. Everything.
Yes,
y'all
sir.
do.
Anytime. All right.
Thank you.
Yeah, dude. Awesome family, man. Awesome place to go, man. And then I wanted to give a shout out real quick, man. I'm kind of all over the place. I got a couple things I want to go over. We got Christy Matthews race this weekend at Fast Tracks. That's not a race. That's actually just an open bog, a kind of benefit. Yeah, man. So if you get a chance, if you want to go riding for Labor Day weekend, you want to go out, check out Fast Tracks, support her. I consider her and Mark really good friends of ours. So like I said, we really would like to see.
That's my mud mama.
Yeah.
That's right. So, and then where's my last one at, man? And then we got the Mud Hop coming up, man. Listen, they've got over $14,000 in payouts, man. To try to get up, I'm working next Monday, so we're gonna have to we'll skip next Monday. The Monday after that should be the weekend right before this, I believe, right before North or South. Anyway, I'll try to see if I can get Patrick and Travis and them to come on, man. we'll talk about it a little bit like we did last time. They had a hellacious turnout when we went earlier in the year, man. So,
Heck yeah.
Have you had a chance to go out to it, Russ?
Not yet, man. That's why I was just sitting there thinking on the 14th, and that's my birthday weekend. I don't think we don't leave till the next week. Well, the truck wouldn't go up there, but I may go up there and have some cold ones and watch a good show.
Yeah.
Dude, man, it's always a good time. Like it really, I had a lot of fun watching it, man. Those 3 hills really, the 2 hills really change it up.
Mountains.
You know what I mean? As I'm sure Randy tells that. But anyway, but look, dude. Anything else y'all want to talk about before we get out of here?
No, I think we pretty much covered everything, I believe, this weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah. So cool. I appreciate y'all hanging out, and we'll catch y'all next time.
Absolutely.
See y'all next
All right,
week.
brother.
All righty, later.